We're ready, just like that.
Just like that.
And Ricky, you're gonna call us the what? Because Mr. Rod is not.
One more time.
One more time. He's not gonna be here,
All
so.
right, good evening, everybody. I'm Ricky Gully, the co-chair, and I would like to call this meeting to order. Okay. Says the next thing we're supposed to do is give approval for the April minutes and vote required.
Do we have enough for a vote? I would like to make a motion to approve them.
And second motion.
All in favor?
Ah.
All opposed.
Okay, moving right along to old business. Says update on the mural process.
Conway Fire Station, Mr. Joel should be completed in the next 10 days or so. He had a contract that was in between ours plus TOSEC days, and the rain is not helping. But he's almost done, and then the city attorney's office is done, and Stone Dam Creek is done. And so with those, I just need to get with the artists. I wanted to wait till Joel was finished and we do 3 ribbon cuttings for all 3.
Yes, that'd be nice.
And so I will send you some dates for those once I have talked to all 3 of them. And we may do them all. What times work best for y'all? Is it any particular times? Like does 12 work for y'all if they did a 12 or an afternoon or
After 2:30 works for me.
2:30? Okay.
On a shady day.
You do what?
On a shady day.
On a shady
It's
day.
starting to get
Yeah.
the time of year.
It's starting, like we was like, it's starting to get hot, so we normally do them either early morning or like in the
Before 9, but that might be too early.
I'm cool, like maybe 3 o'clock or something like that.
Okay, and we'll have these will be really quick because we'll be standing in areas that don't have a lot of space, so we'll just literally have a ribbon, we'll let the artist say a few words, maybe someone from the public art board say a few words of each one, and we'll cut a ribbon and we'll tell them to invite their family and friends so that they can get a photo we'll get an official one for the city and then we'll let them get one cutting it again.
Is there a way to do it online? Like
Go live with it.
yeah, like an online.
We could.
I don't know how that would work, or just because the areas are so small.
Yeah.
But just a thought.
Ask Mr. Kelly about going live on a public arts page. He's always concerned with how it looks. It does. It has to go. It has to go through a few cables. But yeah, I can ask him about that and see.
Okay, so going on to the 150th anniversary sculpture.
No update on that. That will be discussed at one of our annual work meeting, but just keeping that on there because again, we will have to have some ideas from you guys on what you want to see, a theme, because all of that has to go in the RFQ for an artist.
Yes.
So it can't be like a gray idea. It has to be a fully thought out. Here's what we want. Here's the height, the width, everything.
Okay, so this is more like an outline.
Yes, this is just on here so that we know that it's coming up. So.
Right, okay. Okay, moving right along. It says we're supposed to be talking about the Conway Art Walk 24 Partnership Opportunities for 2025.
We'll probably talk about that. That's still just on here. We'll probably talk about that closer to the end of the year when they wrap up and then get them to talk with us about what does their 2025 look like and then how can we help. So I'll move both of those down under my miscellaneous projects next agenda.
All right. Okay, we're talking about the Wheels of Opportunity collaboration with BPB and CAB.
So council approved the funding to be moved, and so I'm going to do
Yeah, I saw that.
a quote. So yeah, I'm going to do a quote, send out an email for quotes for artists who will, the design is already there, so there's no design work. Design has to be design that was submitted. We're just looking for someone to paint that design. The building was painted last week, so it looks a lot better. And I think that piece of art will go really cool on that wall. We have to get measurements done of it, so I'm working on measurements now. We'll send that out, and that will probably come to you guys in an email, hopefully the first week or second week in June. If it doesn't, it'll be discussed at your next meeting in June.
Right, and just so you know, I'm getting your emails, thank you very much. Give you a little feedback on that.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, so that'll come out, and hopefully it doesn't, the holiday is kind of the kicker, and then with most people, and then it's getting hot, so I'm trying to
Yes,
get
very
it
much so,
done.
it's 82 degrees there.
Again, we're very gracious with time with the artists. Yes, we want it done, but yes, we understand if you only work, after hours from 7 to 8:30 or whatever, because they're literally trying to work in the early mornings and in the afternoon because it's hot. So that's rolling along pretty good.
Alrighty then, talking about new business. Article 2 in the bylaws review.
So you guys got those last time, so hopefully we can vote on those in June, because I would like a quorum for those, and I would like to go over those. That's just your bylaws that state what the board does, how it operates, everything that you would do, and then you guys will sign off on a copy from me. And then I'll keep that copy to be filed with our office. And they are also in the Google Docs, because does everybody have access to the Google Docs? Did you get access to the Google Docs?
No, I have not known, that's something we were supposed to be working on.
Okay, I'll resend that out to you, and everything, even like this meeting with all the backup, it's always over there in that file, so you can just
Wonderful.
go over there and grab that.
Wonderful, okay, so we're on the traffic cabinet wraps, what was that?
So we've been asked a few times about the traffic cabinets that are along where there's a stoplight, there's a traffic cabinet for that light. And specifically the ones downtown, there's 3. And so we looked at having them done, and artists submit a piece of art to the Public Art Board, and then we pick 4. There's technically going to be 4 because there's one more wrap that we're going to include. So we're getting specs on each of the traffic wraps. We'll do the wraps, like we'll do them in-house. So it'll be their art.
Hold on. I didn't know that was an option.
In-house, we have the ability to take a piece of art and wrap our cabinets. It's actually pretty simple. And
That's what we
you
like.
can, the one cool thing about it is, again, the one thing we'll talk about in the strategic planning meeting, I just realized the word was spelled wrong, is creating a program for artists to have their work seen. So if you have like an emerging artist program where you can partner with the high schools and the colleges, and you can change those wraps out. It's not, you can leave them up, and every fall they change. So it's a way for someone to have their art shown, like they could, have a place for that. So that's kind of would be a really neat thing, because those are literally.
Would that be a set compensation for the wrap?
Yes, it would be. Yes, so we would pay them a design fee is what we do. So we'd come up with a program, and we'd pay them a design fee, and then the wrap would the city would do the rest. So the street department would come in, do the wrap, everything. We will start off, the first wrap will be more historical. So we'll be looking for the artist to come up with an historical idea for the wrap, and we'll have some criteria wrote out. So I'm working on that now, so that's coming up, because we do want to have that hopefully done soon. I'm not gonna put a date on that one, but because we have to set criteria, and then you guys will have to approve them, and then of course we'll have to open it up for artists to submit the work and go from there. But yeah, we have a way we can submit art online, and so we're looking at that too, to where they can just submit it online, no paper, boom, it comes to us. So hopefully it will make it a little bit quicker, but the traffic cabinet wraps and the art alley project kind of runs together. Those are another projects. Joanna sent me an email in 2022. A lady went to Spain and sent us an email about the umbrellas, but in your packet you have an art alley project that a lot of cities do. They literally take their alleys, and they have a program of people who come through and put some art in the alleys. We definitely want it to be kind of structured, kind of like Art Alley is. Bart loves the Art Alley thing, so South Dakota, he just like sent me some more photos of that one. But it's a program. They have a program that's ran through their art council. You come, you apply, they pick the art, and then they space it out for you. So it's kind of marked for you. Here's your spot, and then you just create your art there. So I think that's another cool way when we talk about pocket parks and what's in those pocket parks is to add art to those pocket parks. So
Right.
that's something I would like for the program, again, kind of getting the board more involved in some of the approval process of some of the art. So the program is set up that way. So you know that if you submit your project in April, it'll be approved in May, you'll start in June. And in that way, the board is involved in that process because it's on the front end. You already know it's gonna take us that amount of time because we have to come back to the board to get it done. So I think that'll be a way for you guys to stay a part of the progress and then like have like a staff person from the board be like the person, the contact person for this.
Right, right.
That way it gives,
Now, I do have a question now. Now, how's the, now we got one going in on, what is it, Court Street, I think it is? Pocket Park?
yes,
Yes, how's it coming?
it's going well.
Good.
So first things first, we have to do the drainage. So the projects are more about the drainage. So we had a bid opening today about the Chestnut Box Culvert. So all of that work has to take place first. Then the parks will appear on top. So we can get past getting this box culvert done, which is be fun. We'll have a park at the very end because you'll have the space at the very end. The most important part is doing the drainage,
Right.
and then we'll have the pocket park. So bid opening for one today. So hopefully,
I just figured that'd be a
summer it
good
would
question to ask during this meeting.
yeah. So, we'll definitely work on pocket parks. The thing about the pocket parks is they are all mostly in downtown and drainage.
Now, how many do we have coming though? I know about the one.
So there could possibly be two, possibly more, just depending on how much work we get done and where we decide to enter and exit at with each park. So,
Right.
so definitely one for sure. And then Conway Corp is gonna do one in their little area, so kind of like a pocket park there too.
Yeah, right across the way.
Yeah, so not in an alley, but still a pocket park there too. So
right.
for sure, we'll get one for sure. So
Got it. Alrighty then, moving right along. We are right at the Emerging Artists Program. Now tell us more about that.
so that's kind of the same thing, ties into all the projects. We get a lot of calls about sometimes our projects say you have to be experienced, and so maybe thinking about a way again to have projects specifically for the high school kids because they really do want to be involved with
Yes.
the art scene in some way. So I think like even if you had two walls, one wall, like if you were doing a pocket park and you had two walls, one wall is an emerging artist, one wall is an artist, but to give them the opportunity to show their art as well. So I think just, again, that's going to be talked about more in our strategic planning meetings that we really need to set up because all of that is in your public art plan. And so just kind of picking out what do you want to see for next year would be great because we'll already have like a kind of a footprint of where to go from that with the plan.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm glad that we're doing something like that, incorporating the high school students. Because it gives them something to do and it's, like you said, to showcase their talent. Okay. So we're talking about the CAFTA partnership. What is that? I know we're supposed to be working with them in some kind of.
That is just something that was another suggestion that we got, and so I just wanted to add that to our list of things because they do a lot of events in Conway. So again, anytime we can partner with them, I just want to the board to be mindful, like Conway Art Walk and CAFTA. Those are two good partnerships to have.
Yeah.
Just, in what regards, I don't know, but maybe again, have them come and speak to the board
Right.
about who's an upcoming schedule of what we're doing and kind of the board look at it and say, we could do XYZ in there. So just kind of, again, thinking about partnerships with the Public Art Board and then, of course, the Public Art Board being more active.
Yes.
Outside of just board meetings, but outside in the public.
Well, I tend to be there because I've done photography and stuff, trying to keep the public in the know about what's happening with the Conway artwork. So I'm there, but I don't know how much that helps, in regards to, partnering with them. But still, that's
That's still, yeah, good. Another thing that someone brought up that I didn't put down was a sculpture park. I don't know if you guys see that comment every time we post it on public art. He's very nice. We have looked at that sculpture park before, and it's ran through a council. And most of it is donated to them. They don't buy it. So it's a little different, but they talked about sculpture parks on the trails, and we have looked at like a musical park on the trail.
Have you been to Hot Springs, the Greenway Trail with the different art ones too?
Yeah,
We could totally do that.
we talked about those quite a bit. But the thing about it is access, where it goes, maintenance of it, all of that is in there. It's on the front end.
Right.
And so it's not just going out putting pieces of art on the trail. It's having an entire plan and scope of how it goes, where it goes, make sure it's not near utilities, all that stuff. So I love their plan because I love how they did it. And like with Hot Springs, they had to go and move pieces because that was done on the back end. And so I really want a thought out, scope of work. Here's the trail. Where would we like to see them at? Are they best at trailheads? Are they best in the middle? How often does park mow? Are they, within their area? Those are things that they thought about on the front end and had something for, where Hot Springs did them on the back end and had to go back in and redo them. So, yeah. But yeah, no, we're very familiar with those. But I love the sculpture part idea. I would like it to be unique to Conway, just like theirs is unique to them. They had a company that actually built sculptures in their town, and that's why they're called Sculpture City, is because they have so many. But they also had a company there that built them, but that's unique to them. And so for us, I would like for those pieces to be unique to us. So something fun at the same time, but unique to Conway.
Okay. Now, you said something about mowing. Then do we have like our own physical plan or something that can do stuff like that, like the mowing?
Our parks mow all the parks. So all the trail is mowed by the park. So making sure the art is in an area that, again, that they can easily still mow around. There's no utilities there. There's going to be things put in like water fountains. We're adding water fountain and benches. So everything being in an area where it's kind of easily to kind of get around when you're looking at maintenance of that, so that it doesn't, again, like we have a piece over in Airport Park that's kind of out of the way. Blue Cycle is over there. And he's still hanging on. He's still over there. He's still hanging on.
Now, where's this Airport Park at? Where's that?
Airport Park is on 6th Avenue.
Okay.
It's on 6th Street. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little park over there. By itself, kind of.
Baseball
A little baseball field over there.
big tree. Lonesome.
It's a little park over there, but it has one of our art pieces over there. Blue Cycle is over there. So that I think would have been an amazing piece to put on the trail, because and then just I think even like when you think about sculpture park or garden, think about a theme for the area so that it doesn't feel like it's all scattered, but it all goes together. It's all a cohesive theme. And that's kind of important. Like when you look at the bigger cities, there's always this big cohesive theme of art. And so I think that'd be pretty cool because, again, we're adding 15 miles of trails. So we have plenty of trails. If nothing else, we have plenty of trails. So
I'll have to go check that out.
so yeah, plenty of trails. And I'll send y'all the link to the sculpture park that he sent me.
Cool.
But yeah.
So we're next to talk about the June and July meetings.
Yeah, I was going to see, I know Rod is out in June as well. I was going to see if anybody else was out in June. I think that was the only month we had thought about postponing or canceling that meeting and then picking up either in July or August. You don't have to tell me now, but just kind of look at your calendars and let me know so we'll know whether or not we're going to have those meetings or not. So.
Okay.
You wanna go ahead and cancel June?
Yeah.
I'm available in June. I'm not in July.
Good.
Yeah, it was like, I don't think
Hit
for
or miss.
either month I have a quorum for June or July.
Right.
So, and it's the summer month, so we're good.
Right. Yeah, it is summer month, so I'd say cancel.
Okay, so we'll put those on the books, so that'll lead right back up to
August. Yeah, we'll be meeting back in August, I guess.
So in August, I would like to schedule the annual strategic work plan meeting. So I'll send out 4 dates in August, including the regular scheduled day. But if it's the regular scheduled day, the meeting will start a little bit earlier. Just because we wanna do at least 2 hours, we wanna go over the entire master plan and kind of pick out, here are our goals for 2025.
Okay, so we're trying to meet like maybe like 4:30 or 5 o'clock somewhere in there. Okay.
Or we can pick a Saturday. I'll send a couple of dates out and see if I can get a quorum for some of the dates in August. So I'll give everyone enough time to kind of shoot out some dates
All right.
and go from there.
We've done that before, so yeah, that'll work.
I know, it didn't hurt. I couldn't get, I don't think I got 2 people on any of the dates. So I'll try it again for all things August and we'll go from there.
All right, so that was next up. Now, what about this budget we were talking about?
Budget has not changed. I just always like to keep that on there, just so y'all know, we've not spent any money. We've appropriated the $5,000, but we haven't spent anything.
Right.
So.
And that 5,000, that was for the wheels and.
Wheels of Opportunity,
Right.
So nothing has changed with that, so that is good. And that budget lives in your Google Docs, so you can look at that at any time. But it has not changed since the last meeting.
Okay, so we're talking about miscellaneous information, city projects.
Those just stay on here, just so again, when you think of art and you think of, public places they can be, the Pocket Park, Connect Conway, which are the trails, soccer complex will be done and completed, in the community center, they're all open. I know at the community center, we do have a lot of walls in there, a lot of walls.
Right.
So that would be a good place once it is done. Again, already have a process kind of ready to go and kind of maybe look at, adding some, these art pieces will also be very specific to the community center because it's airport themed.
Right.
And so maybe getting some art.
So what's actually going on with the soccer complex? What's going on over there? I mean,
The soccer complex is 95% done. We're in the final stages of checking the building. We had a walkthrough with Miss Liz the other day that went well. So the building is 95% done. We're waiting for the grass has to grow. So getting the grass in and getting it grown. And so we're about 95% there.
all right, well, it looks good over there.
Yeah, parking's done, maintenance building is done, equipment is coming in, all the soccer equipment is still arriving. Splash pad is ready to go. So yeah, we're almost there.
All right. Well, I'd like to take a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
First. Yeah, I like it.
Easy,
All right.
easy.
Meeting adjourned.